In today's video, not only am I going to be decorating and setting up my planners for the upcoming week, I'm also going to be showing you what I write in them. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that may be new, welcome. My name is Tracy and I'm a girl with plans. I want to thank you all for joining me today. So yes, this video I'm going to be filming over the course of a few days. It's all going to be mushed together in this one video though. The first part I am filming on Thursday the 29th. And the reason why I'm filming that is because there's some things that I need to do for my week for next week. I need to start planning for that now. So I figured now's the time to start decorating and kind of getting that prepped. I will probably also be decorating at least the first few pages in my weekly planner. I kind of go over kind of how I set up the monthlies and things like that in this part of the video. And then we're going to flash forward to Sunday night when I actually do my main prepping for the week. That is when I kind of fill in all the integral parts of what's happening day to day. And then I will transfer what's going on Monday onto my Monday page and even like break that apart even further to kind of make my day go a little bit smoother. So that's kind of what's coming up. I'll explain why I do things a certain way as I get to it. So first things first, I did a reset video where we kind of went over my goals and I kind of talked about things that I usually do at the beginning of each month. One of them is prepping my calendar. So I usually do videos for that. This month I'm not. I've just been battling a cold, coming back from Go Wild. It's just been a lot going on. So I just skipped that this month. So this is my Hemlock and Oak daily planner. I use this as my main source. Basically, this is the Mac Daddy. This is my main planner that I'm in every day, probably like multiple times throughout the day. And then my Caliber Plan dashboard serves as a supplement to this because I like having a weekly overview. So basically, before the week starts, I kind of just jot down overall picture of what's coming up that week. And then, like I said, I break it down day by day here. You'll see it when I put it to paper toward the end of the video. But for the monthly calendar, I need to fill it in, but I have went ahead and color coded stuff. There are some things here that I haven't filled in because it's personal. But basically the way I'm going to color code it is the purples are the days I'm releasing YouTube videos. I haven't even thought about what I'm going to be doing for June other than this video that I'm filming now. That'll probably go up like on the 3rd or something. Maybe I can get it done on the 1st, but I need to like basically pencil in what videos I'm thinking about putting out those days. And then I have doctor's appointments and the bright one. And then I think work related stuff there. There's a lot more work related stuff that's going to be coming out that I'm just not aware of. But for the busyness of the upcoming month, this is what's going to work best for me. And like I said, I'm going to like write in the stuff, but right now I haven't done that. But I think color coding it with just a mile liner is going to be good. I could also do it with boxes, but this is a full year planner and I don't want to bulk it up too much because like I said, I do like to decorate the actual daily spreads as well. So for this one, I've literally done this. So I kind of did some color coding with pen, but like in the purple, I kind of wrote down bills that are going to be, that I actually have to go in and pay, or bills where the prices can fluctuate. So I need to keep an eye on it. Like credit card bills, I don't put on here. Usually I pay them like on my own every so often anyway, because I don't want to pay a whole big chunk all at once. So those don't go on here. But like I said, it's those payments that aren't due every month, that are due every other month or every 3 months, or those that kind of fluctuate that I need to be aware of. Then I put paydays on here and then some birthdays and doctor's appointments. That's it. The work stuff is probably only going to go on here unless it's something that is kind of schedule related, then that may go on here as well. So that's kind of how I set up my monthly, and I will be referring to it if I need to on Sunday when I go in to actually fill in the month. So let's talk about actually the fun part, which is decorating. Hold up. How is this? Okay. So it's this. Okay. So I'm going to put my daily planner aside. So things are going to be a little bit different in my weekly catch-all for the month of June. And that's because I have just introduced a new planner into my lineup. It's replacing another planner. So It's a planner that already existed that I'm replacing. I was using the Erin Condren Daily Duo for my health and wellness tracking, because I track on my daily pages. It's all tracking. It's all done after the fact. But the Erin Condren Daily Duo had a weekly overview before each week, and I use that to pre-plan my workouts and my food. So this does not have a weekly. They do have notes pages, so in theory I could do it there, but I'm like, why? This is probably where that should go anyway, not necessarily the workouts, but it's fine if it does. But really the meal planning probably should go here, because like I said, these are my main hubs. This and then my daily is my main hubs. So I'm going to put a place on here for my meal planning. I will just pencil in workouts here as I go through it. So that's what I'm going to do there. So let me see. These colors might actually work. See, I see they have meal planning. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We can just use this. But I'm going to change it because I do. That's how I work. I'm actually going to not do exercise and meal plan. I think I'm going to do lunch and dinner. Because for me, that's not enough room. This little box is not enough room. So I'm going to do lunch and dinner. All right, so if I was just like doing this on one of those weeks I didn't feel like doing much, I probably would have just left it and just filled in, just used it for what I just said, lunch and dinner, and not actually change the titles. But today I figured I'm filming a video, let's just change the titles. All right, so that's going to be for my meal planning. So we'll do that in a second. I need to get some boxes out. What stickers am I going to use? So Martina Sticker Company just released some new stickers, and I feel like being I'm using these colors, maybe that's what I need to use. All right, I pulled a few for right now. I might use these in my daily. All right, so we have these. I think they go well with this. I think this is kind of where we're going. So I think we're going to go like little neutrals and maybe pinks. I'm kind of feeling these right now. So I think this is what we're going to use. So we're going to use these. So let me grab some box stickers. All right, so I got brown boxes and more, and then pastel boxes to kind of bring in maybe some of the pinks and the peaches. So I want a bigger box here, and I need like a smaller box and a bigger box. So like maybe a journal box. Let's see what we're working with before I pick one. Because we might not have enough colors. See, like we don't have enough colors. I kind of want to use this one. All right, so I said this, oh, that stuck good. Ah. It doesn't mess up the paper, but it makes my sticker a little wrinkly. Okay, so like I said, obviously this is going to be lunch and dinner. This is just going to be my other to-dos that have nothing to do with food. And then I need another box for breakfast. Because like I said, that's just not enough space for me. So yeah, this is becoming a pretty big meal planner. All right. So like I said, here is going to be obviously my meals. I probably could have moved everything over, but it's fine. Meals, breakfast, and snacks. And then this is my general to-dos and my general to-dos. Like things that I need to get done this week with no specific date. I'll put it here so I don't like forget it. So think of it as a brain dump. So now that we've done this, I'm going to go ahead and pop these stickers on. So yeah, these stickers, like I said, are from Martina Sticker Company. It's part of their new release. I did the printable version. I always do the printable version for her. I'm a rep, so I will pop my discount code up on the screen. They are fabulous stickers. They actually did a collab with some sticker shops that sell dolls. So yeah, you can definitely head over to Instagram for more information on that. You can get your matching dolls to match these stickers. So yeah, I'm going to speed up this part of the decorating because I've already kind of told you guys what I'm going to be using the boxes for. Now that we're getting away from being functional, I'm going to just go ahead and speed it up. And then we'll pop back in when we're getting ready to do the daily. All right, guys, there we go. Super cute. So this is going to be it for this. I'm probably going to fill this out off camera. I'm not going to do it on camera just because there's a lot that I have to think about. I have to like go into my phone to pull out some like meal plan ideas and things like that and then get on my Fitness Pal. So when I come back to fill this in, you will see all of this because I got to get this done tonight or tomorrow so that way I can go grocery shopping on Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, that's the reason why I gotta pretty much fill this out early is for this now. I have an extra sticker. No good sticker will go to waste. So I guess we'll just put this here. There we go. Super cute, super functional. Okay, so now this is done. So what I'm going to do now is pull out my daily planner. And I do want to prep. So I'm going to be prepping for Sunday and Monday, which actually is probably a pretty good thing because when I come back, I'll probably already have Sunday filled in, and then we can do Monday together. That way you can see one in full and then one as I kind of do things as I go. So for this, I have these stickers from Designer Chameleon that I figured let's use some of these. I can use one for one day, one for the other. I also need to redate it because this is an outdated planner. I usually been using stamps, but I think we're just going to use dates today. All right. I had stickers over here before and I had taken them up. That's why it's kind of rough and everything. So Sunday is completely different than how I do Mondays. So Sundays is just kind of a free-for-all. I really don't use this at all. So I don't know if you can see it, but the way the hemlock and oak is, you have an hourly here. It goes from 5 until 11 with like a little heart thing here. So if you want to put steps or something, you can do that. And then you just have a massive checklist. So for Saturdays and Sundays, like I said, I might pencil in something like if I have like, a massage appointment or if I'm meeting friends for dinner, I might pencil it in here. But for the most part, I just do a running checklist of things that I need to get done. This is where things get a little bit different. So I think we're going to go ahead and set this one up. I think we'll use the turtles for this side. We'll do the spa thing on this side, or maybe we'll do the spa on both sides and then I'll do the turtles for the next day. All right, so I'm just going to pull out these two colors, these two random colors. I just like using mild liners to kind of add some flair. So what I'm going to do, we'll do Monday just because that's, like I said, that's a little bit more exciting. I'm not exactly sure what's going on Monday, so I can't do my hours. So I'm just going to set this up to prep for the upcoming week. I'm going to do a couple of things a little bit differently. I think I'm going to leave this blank for like my daily priority. I have been putting like quotes and stuff there, so I might try to use that this week. And then what I do for during the week is I have a work section, a personal section. I also need a third section really for social media. So I might do a box for that one. So we'll just start here and see how this one goes. So for work, I just know work goes to the top, and I have a lot to do when it comes to work right now. So I think that's enough. And that'll be my personal. And then I'll do a box for my to-dos, but we're going to do that a little bit later. So then over here, I think I'm going to just do some lines to highlight for my to-dos, which I think I have a lot of like long projects. The one thing I know I'm going to be doing on Sunday is meal prepping. That is a given. So let me get my boxes out. So for here, I'm going to use one of those for like my social media to-dos. I didn't really give myself enough room. It's like I have a whole page for my today, like my daily, and I feel like I just don't have enough room. I think this is actually all I need for my social media. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to maybe do away with my separate social media planner. So I want to like include that a little bit more in here. So that's why I'm like putting some stuff on here. Again, you'll see me set this stuff up on camera, how I fill it in. So I'm not really going to do that now. I'm just prepping it so that way I can fill it in when I do it on camera. So again, I'm gonna just fast forward through some of this. All right, So I have both planners now set up and ready to go for my Sunday prep. So like I said, I will come in here Saturday and fill out things I want to do on Sunday. What it will consist of are things that I need to do on a Sunday to prep for Monday, plus things that I didn't get done on Saturday. So I will probably have this filled in the next time you see me, and then we'll fill this in together. And then this, I will have my meal plan set up by the time I come back, but I will fill this in with you guys together. So yeah, until then. All right, y'all, I am back on Sunday, June 1st. It's actually the middle of the day because I have a lot of stuff to get done. So I kind of wanted to go ahead and prep out the week just so that way maybe there's some things that I might put in for this week that we'll see if I can actually get done today. Fingers crossed. So as you can see, I did prep my meal plan. I did that on yesterday. Actually, I like to do it before the weekend, but yeah, things have been crazy. But I went to the grocery store this morning, so this kind of helped me out there. I struggle with meal planning for the whole week. Like once I start thinking about like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next week, I'm like, that's so far away. I don't know what I'm going to want to eat. So I mainly focus on like the work week, and then we'll figure out the weekend when it gets closer. But yeah, so that is all fine and good. So with that said, the only thing I need to do is I'm going to flip to my monthly calendar. Oh, wait a minute. It's on the back of this. Okay, one's on the back of this and the other one's here. Okay, so I need to figure out what I need to do for this week. All right. So first things first, I have a coworker whose birthday is on the 3rd. Let me get a little sticker out because I have stickers, so I need to use them. All right, so I'm just going to use the little balloons here because it kind of matches. Okay. And then have a doctor appointment that day. Okay. So what I like to do here, I don't think there's anything else going on this week as far as general stuff. So what I do need to do is I need to contact my trash company. Y'all, I have had to do this before. Maybe one of the last times I filmed one of these, I'm like, I need to contact my trash company because it just keeps going up and up and up. And the competitor is like literally $10 cheaper a month. And that adds up. That's $120 a year. I think they charge like delivery fee of your trash can. So I guess it's $100. That's a lot. So I need to contact them this week. Oh, see, I'm writing week because I just said week. I can't talk and write at the same time. This will be interesting. All right. So yeah, basically here are things that I need to get done this week. But as far as what day they get done, it's really not imperative. What I usually do is I'll put these on like my daily to-dos and my daily planner for certain days. And if they don't get done, then they get pushed off to the next day type thing. So I need to contact the trash company. I need to reorder meds. Trying to think of what else I need to do. I need to cut grass because I just don't have time to do that today. I need to check on my flex spending because that runs out at the end of this month. So I need to make sure. I know I had a balance on it, but that should wiped out, especially when I reorder my RX. Right now I can't think of anything else that I need to do this week. This like kind of grows as the week goes on. Okay, the one thing I'm like realizing I haven't done and I'll have to do in a minute is I have not pre-planned my workouts, and I definitely want to do that. So like I'll break through and come through and show you that in a minute. All right, so I think I'm going to write work things and other things that have to be like in that top line, what's going to have to be kind of considered schedule wise. Okay, I think that's it. So now I'm going to come in and I'm going to write any other types of like chores that I need to do, yes, I do have to pencil them in, but it works pretty well for me. So I'm actually not going to meal prep today. I'm going to meal prep tomorrow because I'm teleworking on Monday. So I can just cook while I kind of, while I take my lunch break. Cannot talk today. Words are hard. Like I'll prep some of the stuff today, like chop up any vegetables or anything like that. So it's like a little bit easier to cook it tomorrow, but I would just rather, if I have the ability to cook it fresh one day, that's when I'd rather do it. So I'm gonna actually do that tomorrow. So I'm gonna put meal prep, and then I'm also going to have to meal prep on Wednesday, because I think again I would rather do it fresh. It shouldn't take that long. And then now we're going to get to the chores. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to start out. So I'm just going to like write the rooms of the house. I know that Friday is always going to be my office because that's the end of my work week. So it just makes sense to clean up the office at the end of the work week. But other than that, it's kind of like where things align as far as if it's a really busy day, if I'm working out of the home instead of in the home, with my commute time and stuff factored in, it's less time in home. So I rather do smaller chores that day and do larger chores on the days that I'm teleworking. Plus I'm exhausted by the time I get home from working on a certain project at work. So that's kind of how I do it. I don't think I have much else going on. Oh, I think that's all I have to do, y'all, as far as like big picture things. This was kind of boring, wasn't it? Let's get into my daily. You can see a little bit more here. See, I've already filled up this. I'm not going to fill out my work stuff on camera, just because that's kind of, you know, I don't want to say it's personal. It's semi-personal, but it's more so along the lines of, you know, that doesn't really relate to most people. So, yeah, this whole section is for my workday stuff. I'm going to now go ahead and put icons in here real quick, and then we'll come back and I will chat about them. Okay, so there we go. This is pretty much how I do my dailies. So I just use the icons because I think it jazzes it up just a little bit. You can see here I don't really use it for the weekend because I don't really use them. But I'm going to try to get my morning walk done again. It takes like 30-45 minutes. I don't do a long morning walk, but I definitely want to start getting into that again. So I think I'm going to do that probably like 6:30ish. Then I'll come back, get ready, and then I'll start working. And that's pretty much my whole day. I don't think I have any meetings or anything scheduled for tomorrow at work. So it's pretty much a straight through day. So I'll be working 8.5 hours, which gives me like that 30 minutes, which I'll use as a lunch break. Sometimes I use it. I would like to eventually use it as a workout break, but I need some meal prep tomorrow. So we'll be using that as a true lunch break. And then when I get out of work, that's when I'll like clean, journal, eat. I don't put that on here, but and then do yoga and then wind down. Like this is my little icon for like winding down, like doing kind of my evening routine, and then read. And then I started putting something, either a box or some type of thing to highlight. I don't just want to say I read. I want to put the book that I read there. To kind of track that. Like I said, up here, I'm gonna put my work to-dos, and then this little box I'm having for social media. So I'm planning on doing one of these types of videos for my fitness and wellness, filling in kind of like how I log all of my stuff. So I definitely need to film that tomorrow if I want to do it. So yeah, that's it. All right, yeah. So there we go. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to like share with you a kind of sort of after the pinned. I obviously can't get too in depth just because, like I said, I am using this for work as well, plus other personal things you don't always want to put on here, but it's kind of the gist of how I plan. So I hope it kind of showed you that, maybe gave you guys some ideas. If you enjoyed this video, please press that like button. If you've yet to subscribe, I also hope you would consider subscribing to my channel. That's all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.